This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking for a crease to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
First down for this offense. The give to the tailback. At midfield, he's got room. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The play action fake. Fires on the move. And they can't make the connection.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together. Really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Handoff from the gun. Look out, he's got room. Giving him his pads. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. There are some programs where just imposing their will physically in the running game is part of the DNA. I would say that is exemplified here at Michigan.
No doubt about it, Reese. So you better answer. You know, this isn't about trickle. This isn't about space. This is about me lining up in front of you. You know what's coming. Stop it. That's a tough day at the office for a lot of schools across the country.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, going to the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Eastern Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Ellis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. The Gamecocks are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
They go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Complete on 3rd down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And that's a 1st down. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Inside the 35. And he's running in the open. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Second down coming up. Power football with the run. And the 45 on his way. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. He's going to take off. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it. So he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, and give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, the running back has it.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Finds his man, and they convert. Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there?
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Hands it off. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It's still third and goal. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And he tacked on the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Running back searching for a hole. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now on the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ground.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Tackle is made after the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Takes the handoff. It's Buchanan. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. They'll try to pick up the first. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Castro. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break. He smashes his way through again. Still on his feet at the 45. Off he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It's reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Buys a little time. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Fourth down coming up.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. The completion well past the sticks. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Wolverines are marching down the field. They'll throw it on first down. And they got him for the sack.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Still on his feet. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, 2nd and 3rd and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
Fires to the right. Got his man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Buchanan. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
To the ground with the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Leaves it with the running back. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
8-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
Fourth down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
They'll try it on the ground. The Wolverines get it past the sticks.
I got to challenge my guys all throughout the week. When we get in these short-yardage situations, who's the bigger man? Who's the better man? Who's going to be more physical? These are the situations we practice all week. Challenge the manhood of the offensive line, and they come through in a big way.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! And that one will give them the lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and we love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The South Carolina offense is back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They'll keep it on the ground. And the Gamecocks pick up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
1st down for the offense.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block them. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. They're bringing heat. trying to escape and get it himself. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide.
Good enough for a first down.
The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Coming after it. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. He wants to pass it on second down. Fires to the big fella.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third.
Of 10. That's a first down for the offense.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better, Sam.
I don't know if I can quote the great Reese Davis. That was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Listen, it's go time. We're trailing. It's the fourth quarter. We got to get a little bit more aggressive. I like the call. I like going for it, and especially because we made the completion and got the first down.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Arizona State is just getting blown off the field right now. We've seen big games in Tempe over the years. I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 19 to Texas. We are the eyes and ears of a college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone. He lets it fly. Pulls it in on the right. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Wolverines! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Just about set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Leaves it with the back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. The Gamecocks will move the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. A touch pass on the jet sweep. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He uncorks one deep. And he's got it at the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys playing with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They'll ride the hot hand. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking for a crease, it's Buchanan. And the Wolverines get enough for the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Touchdown, Michigan! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
Bringing it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
In other schools around the country, Slippery Rock 49,
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Gets it out quickly. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. After picking up this 1st down on the ground, let's see what they do. The give from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
He's brought down at the 23-yard line. It's 3rd down.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. The Gamecocks get it past the sticks. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up their pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They want to throw it. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And they'll try to win it right here with the 2-point conversion, and this crowd is electric trying to stop them. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Timeout, South Carolina.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So you think this is automatic? This extra point attempt is filled with pressure. And it might be that last boot through the uprights that sends us to overtime. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. first down here for the offense. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Got room at the 35. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
I love when you run this play because it forces the defense to react. Do you want to spin a safety down? Somebody better keep contained. Very hard to defend the jet sweep. It's a very good play, especially when you got somebody with speed taking that handoff.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. At the 45, on his way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. That is no good. And here in the 4th quarter, still all tied up, guys. So here comes our first play of overtime.
Get set, get set.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nice move to stay on his feet. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
Ringo, Ringo.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
Brings up 2nd down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one.
On the double. Hey, Cam. Lasso.
Back to the ground game on the left. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Brings up 3rd down.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county.
In blue.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep him away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Incomplete, and they turn it over here in the first possession of overtime.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
1st down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on 1st down productivity. That will not go down as a productive 1st down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from us.
3rd and long, and they don't want to move backwards to make sure they have a chance to kick an easy one and win it in OT. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Well, he either didn't get all of it or he's the most accurate kicker in college football because he hit the crossbar and still it somehow went in. Great trick shot from 40-plus.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth. Games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations